Assalamu alaikum, everyone. How are you? There is probably no person who does not know the most mysterious and majestic ship in history, the Titanic. In today's video, I will show you how to draw a perfect drawing of this historic Titanic ship using colored pencils by following some very simple steps. I hope you enjoyed the entire video. Let's get started. At the beginning, we need to create a basic structure or layout of the ship. For this, I am using a 2B pencil. Notice that the front of the ship is given about 1.5 times the length as the height given. The main reason for choosing a 2B pencil is that its graphite is quite light, so if there's any mistake at the beginning of the drawing, it can be easily erased with an eraser without damaging the paper. Keeping the proportions of a huge and historic ship like the Titanic correct is a very important issue. How long the ship will be, how high the decks or roofs will be, or how much the front will be curved. If these things are not perfect at the beginning, the beauty of the entire drawing can be ruined. That is why I did it freehand without using a scale, to make each part of it completely realistic and to draw straight lines. Many people may think that drawing freehand does not make the drawing perfect, or that drawing with a scale makes the art beautiful. But the numerous parallel and straight structural lines on the Titanic's body and deck lines can be drawn perfectly without scale. The freehand drawing of the lines on the main body and deck of the ship does not create straight and parallel lines, but rather slightly curved shapes, which will serve as the backbone of our entire drawing. When you try this, do not rush and draw each line freehand lightly. Only use scale for lines that are perfectly straight. After the initial light layout is completely set up, it's time to give it its final shape. For this, I'm using a deep black pencil. Our goal in this step is to accurately draw the final outline over the light 2B pencil marks that were made earlier. You have to be very careful when working with black pencil, because once these marks are made wrong, they cannot be easily erased and they leave dark marks on the picture. The structural design of the Titanic is quite complex. It is necessary to understand the different layers or layers of its front, window line, and deck separately. So in this step too, so that the straight and perfect marks of the ship are not bent in any way, or the direction of the lines is not changed, I am drawing each line carefully in freehand. I am using the scale only to draw the mast ropes. The scale should be carefully pressed against the paper, and the black pencil marks should be drawn in one stroke, so that the lines The scale should be carefully pressed against the paper, and the black pencil marks should be drawn in one stroke, so that the lines... You can see that with this combination of scale and black pencil, the main body of the ship, the grooves of the window lines, and the small parts on the deck are now becoming quite clear and sharp. The clearer this final outline is, the easier it will be for us to shade or color with colored pencils in the next step. After the outline is complete, you can see some extra or unnecessary pencil marks on the screen. Now I am cleaning those extra graphite pencil marks very carefully with an eraser or rubber so that no black spots or dirty look appears on the original image while coloring. After cleaning, our main coloring phase begins. First, I took the Haas or gray color pencil line. This gray color is used to give the first coat or base coat to the entire image. Instead of directly applying a dark color, creating a layer of light gray in this way makes it easier to apply the subsequent colors and gives a realistic look. The upper part of the Titanic's body and the upper part of the chimney were dark black. So in this step, I am giving the second coat to those specific parts of the ship with a black pencil and finalizing the black parts. I am taking care while shading so that the color does not spread outside. One of the most interesting parts of the Titanic is its 4 huge chimneys. Now I am using a yellow pencil to give the chimneys a beautiful first coat or yellow layer. As soon as I apply the yellow color, the ship's familiar appearance begins to emerge. I am using a brown pencil to bring a 3D feel to the yellow color and to convey the play of light and shadow or shade of the ship. If you give a light shade of brown to one side of the chimney, it will seem that the light is coming from one side and the shadow is created on the other side. The lower part or floor of the Titanic was a reddish brown color. So I am using a brown pencil to give the entire floor of the ship and the masts or poles on top a very beautiful first coat or base layer of brown. To add depth to the image, I am using a dark brown pencil. I am using this dark color to give a deep shade to the underside of the ship's floor and the folds of the mast, which will make the image more alive. A great feature of pencil color is that sometimes it leaves a slightly rough look after coloring. To eliminate that, I blend or mix the colors of the entire ship together with a white pencil. Rubbing with a white pencil like this makes the color texture of the entire image look very smooth and oily or glossy. Now it's time to do some fine work on the ship. I'm drawing the rigging or ropes that are tied to the mast or pole with a black pencil. At the same time, I'm also highlighting some small, precise parts. I've also used my normal scale for drawing these very precise and straight ropes so that the lines look very tight. Now I'm using the red pencil for the flags that fly on the mast and at the back of the ship. I lightly draw the flags with the red pencil and color them, which creates a beautiful color contrast in the entire art.
The ship is ready. Now it's time to float it in the sea. I'm coloring the seawater at the bottom of the ship with a blue pencil. I'm trying to highlight the waves and texture of the water with a mixture of light and dark blue. To make the picture more realistic, I need to show a reflection of the ship on the blue water of the sea. So I lightly scratch the water with a brown pencil and shade it so that it looks like a reflection or shadow of the ship is in the water. To add a touch of sparkle to the very last step of the drawing, I am using a white highlight pen. If you notice, I have used this highlighter to highlight the intense reflections of light on the deck of the ship and in the water, which gives the whole art a nice glow. If you like the video, give it a like and subscribe to the channel to see more such drawing tutorials. That's all for today. See you in the next video. Allah Hafiz.